you guys out there, and you spent your whole lives being shamed. I know the people watching, a lot of you guys used to be smokers. You were spent, grandma, mom, aunt, sisters, everyone's like, yeah, you gotta stop smoking. That's disgusting, and we let people talk like that to each other. And now you've quit smoking and people still believe it, and that shame is still there. And so I think a lot of people are afraid to stand up, but what has to happen very soon is people need to stand up and they need to fight. I don't mean physically fight, but they need to get out. When I was making 1 Billion Lives, I asked people, hey, where are the protests? Where are the protests? People laughed at me. They said, protests? We don't protest. Like, people are too lazy to protest. I don't think it's laziness. I think it's shame. And I would urge people, hey, the science is out. You're being shamed. Just like me, I'm fighting back when people are saying stupid stuff. You got to stand up for yourself. I'm not ashamed of what I'm doing. I'm proud of what I'm doing. And you hear that in my voice. I'm ready to fight. And I think people need to take the science that's out there, and they need to fight for themselves. Fight for their loved ones. Some of you have children that are still smoking. You're vaping, but we need to fight for our children. We need to fight for our neighbors. And this isn't a thing that's going to go away on its own. Back with the thing with AIDS, like the people with AIDS were fighting back. The people, back at just like at any time there was any prohibition or something crooked going on, the people affected had to fight. And yes, there are people doing that. Of course, I'm probably preaching to the choir right now. And a lot of people are fighting, but it's not a lot of people. I think there's 13 million people or whatever in the U.S. now that have been using vapor products, or 10 million. I don't know what the number is. You could correct me on that. But those people are not fighting. 13 million people know the truth, or at least should know the truth. They're putting it in their body. They should do a little research ahead of time. Those people should be fighting, but they're too the shame. So we need to knock the shame off. Don't let people shame you anymore. I'm going to promise not to let people shame me. That's why I'm fighting back right now. And I would urge everybody that's watching, don't sit around. Don't let them do it. Let's fight. And I know a lot of people that joined me. That's why we have 1,100 people that joined us in making this movie. They're ready to fight. But once the truth is out, it's time for people to literally get off their butt, go confront these politicians and say, this is absolutely incorrect, and you don't know what you're talking about. Here are the facts. And there should be 100 people out the door of every one of these city hall meetings. They should be stacked with people. And we need to be proud. People need to be proud. You guys were the right ones, okay? And they found out. It took 3 years for them to acknowledge, after our movie came out, that vaping was helping people quit smoking. Yeah. Before that, they said there's no evidence. It took them 3 years. In the U.S. alone, 1.5 million people died from smoking-related illnesses during that time. This is fightable stuff. This is the stuff people need to fight for. If you're going to fight for anything, fight for yourself. So yes, so that's what I think needs to change. People need to stand up for themselves.
Yeah, it's really unbelievable what's going on, and it is so incredibly frustrating. I just put a couple posts up on Taste Your Juice. That one where I think she was a 71-year-old woman, and she said she's not willing to die because they want to take vaping away because kids are using the product, so therefore they want to take it away from everybody. This is ridiculous. This is nonsense. It has to stop. Look, there are laws in place. There are laws in place to prevent young people from getting and using this product. Then fucking support the laws. Enforce the laws. Do your job and enforce the laws. I've said this so many times on the show. Go after, shut down the shops that are selling to underage. Shut down the C-stores that are selling to underage, right? Find the parents, find the shops, find the kids, right? But don't take the rights and freedoms and privileges of adults away because of the actions of others. It has to stop. It has to stop. This is ridiculous. If I had the cure for cancer in this bottle, which I might, right? But if I had the cure for cancer and this worked with everybody who was 18 plus, it cured cancer for everybody who was 18 and over. But if anybody who was 18 and under took it, they died instantly. What do? Do we take this off the market, or do we figure out a way to regulate this properly and get this in the hands of people who need it? That's what we need to do. And we have to stop this nonsense, and we have to stop listening to special interest groups who are not the majority. It's got to stop.
Amen, brother. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, it's out of control. It's so out of control.
And I think we need to build each other up and, be more positive with that and start encouraging people and lifting the shame. I think that's going to be one of my main themes is we got to lift the shame, like that, because ultimately, like you said, it's time to change this. But right now, I think people are laying down and taking it. A lot of people.
I just hate
Some
the
aren't.
fact. I hate the fact that